2 NBA player props here on PrizePicks for Friday, November 22nd. Before we get started, guys, take a look in the description below the video. Join the Discord. Currently doing a promo for first-time members of the Discord, 20% off your first month. It's normally $9.30 per month, 31 cents per day, but with the promo, it comes out to like $7 to join the Discord for the first 30 days. Again, come check it out, see if you like it. It's where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks. Other cappers in there as well. Super positive community overall. Everyone in there just trying to help each other cash. Also, you guys go ahead and follow me on Twitter at ToughPicks, where you can see your daily plays of the day. 13-6 record currently. We cashed last night on a college basketball player prop here. RJ Lewis over 26.5 fantasy. He went crazy. He finished with 38.2. So again, follow me on Twitter at ToughPicks. And then finally, also want to talk about Daily Grind Fantasy. You guys, the DFS optimizer over at Daily Grind Fantasy. Again, I talk about it in every video. Absolute elite tool, you guys. Does all the hard work for you. You can get 25% off your first month over at DGF using the promo code TUFF with the link in the description below. But like, for example, compares the lines from all the major sports books. We got Dennis Schroeder over 8.5 rebounds plus assists currently at 8.5 on PrizePicks. It's at 9.5 on FanDuel. 8.5 over 8.5 minus 133. It's at 9.5 on parlay play, showing these type of line discrepancies. Again, does all the hard work for you. If whether on underdog, parlay play, better pick, sleeper, whatever platform you play DFS on, they have an optimizer for you. Again, link in the description, promo code TUFF for 25% off your first month. But I got 2 player props, you guys. We get the NBA Cup tonight. Hopefully we get some super competitive games. What we've kind of been seeing a little bit as far as just in general, like these NBA Cup games, there isn't a ton of plays on the board currently. No fantasy score lines, but again, I've been giving fantasy score lines for the YouTube videos for a while, or I guess all season, and I kind of wanted to pivot, right, to 2 different plays that aren't fantasy scores. So again, if you're not on PrizePicks, you can, if you tail these as well. But PRA prop, points plus rebounds plus assists, and it's going to be, I'll just search it actually. It's going to be Bennedict Mathurin over 26.5 PRA. I was looking at his PR, but it bumped to 25, so I figured why not play his PRA here at 26.5. Looking at this matchup here, Milwaukee versus Indiana. I mean, 236.5 over under 5.5 point spread. Nembhard, Naismith are out. Ben Shepherd is currently questionable, but just taking a look at Bennedict Mathurin, is obviously playing a ton of minutes, seeing a ton of volume, and also looking at these NBA Cup standings as well. Where is Indiana at? Indiana needs a win. Like, they absolutely need a win in this game versus Milwaukee, and we know kind of the history between these 2 teams. These 2 teams don't like each other really at all. But last season, Bennedict, in 2 games that he played 30-plus minutes against Milwaukee, had 39 and 38 PR, averaged 38.5 points plus rebounds in that matchup. For shooting guards, they allowed the 7th most points and the 9th most rebounds to the position, which again gives us just a ton of upside in that regard. In those 2 games last season too, versus Milwaukee, he had 16 and 15 rebounding chances, just giving us that upside here. Again, if he can get like 8-9 rebounds, it'd be insane for this line. But even looking at his last 20, when he plays 30-plus minutes, the hit rate 34.6 average of points plus rebounds, over in 16 of his last 20 games when he plays 30-plus minutes, right? I think this is an absolute buy low. He had the tough matchup. Or no, what am I looking at? Points plus rebounds. I got to look at PRA. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at PRA. 16 to 20 in those matchups with 30-plus minutes. They, again, 23rd, 7th most points, 9th most rebounds. But like I said, with Nembhard off the floor this season, Bennedict Mathurin is averaging 22.5 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 1.9 assists. So he's averaging like 33 points, rebounds, plus assists. We need 27 in this one. Again, I would, if fantasy score was available, I probably would play it over PRA, but I do like PRA here a lot. Just giving us that, away from that turnover type of upside that Bennedict Mathurin maybe does have. But it's just a great matchup. We look at guards, players, points, rebounds. Let me do points plus rebounds plus assists. Game log this season versus the Bucks. When you play 28-plus minutes, you can see the hit rate and some of the hit rate for these type of players. I mean, all we need is 27 here. Like Josh Hart had 27, Derek White had 27, Drew Holiday had 28. I mean, Jalen Green had 32. It's just a great spot. Josh Green had 25, 15, 5, and 5. I really like this spot for Bennedict Mathurin. I mean, look at the hit rate when he plays 30-plus minutes over his last 20 games, 16 to 20 last season. When he played 15-plus minutes, 10 to 15. He's just a player that continues to see opportunity, and when he does see opportunity, he takes advantage of it. I love the game total in this one as well at 236.5. So again, not really trying to overthink this one. We know that it's an elite matchup, allowing the 7th most points, 9th most rebounds to the position. And then last season, like I said, elite spots, both games versus Milwaukee, NBA Cup game as well. Indiana massively needs a win in this one. Second play here I'm looking at is going to be Clint Capela. Clint Capela over 20.5 points plus rebounds. Again, looking at this spot here, this game has an insane game total of 246, highest on the slate, 1 point spread. 246, 1 point spread, just absolutely crazy. Chicago's 2-0 in the in-season tournament, and where's Chicago? Where's Chicago? Oh, sorry, Chicago's on 1, Atlanta's 2-0. That's what I meant. And again, both the teams want to win in this one. Obviously, like Atlanta's trying to move on, and if they can win, they move on. Like they literally probably move on, I would think. Maybe not though. But nonetheless, points plus rebounds for Clint Capela, right? His last 20 games, when he plays 24 plus minutes, averaging 25.2 PR, over in 16 of his last 20. Okay. For some reason, he plays 26, over in 15 of 20, 17 of 20 when he plays 25. I'm expecting 24 plus minutes in this one, which is why 16 of 20, averaging 25.2 points plus rebounds, averaging 18.1 rebounding chances over that span. But it is an elite matchup, you guys. The Bulls allow the most points in the paint in the NBA. 58.6 points in the paint. Clint Capela, his hit rate versus Nikola Vucevic is insane. He's over this line in 12 straight games versus Vucevic. 26, 27, 32, 24, 33, 31, 23, 29, 28, 27, 26, and 29. 12 straight. He's over this line, including earlier this season. Earlier this season versus Vucevic, right? He had this is what, 10 days ago, 12 days ago, 29 PR in 25.6 minutes, and in that game had 17 rebounding chances. We look at centers, points plus rebounds, game log this season versus the Bulls when you log 18 plus minutes. Again, we've seen 12 different centers clear this line with 18 plus minutes. 12 different. I mean, if you have a center that plays, 23, let's see all centers that have played 23 plus minutes versus the Bulls this season. Let's just look at this real quick in the hit rate. I mean, I'm guessing this is an elite hit rate as well. Yeah, 12 and 14 centers with 23 plus minutes that cleared this line versus the Bulls and Vucevic. Not that Vucevic is a horrible center defensive player, but yeah. And then also, again, I just think this game script, the game total is just crazy for Capela in this one. 246.5, 246 over under. Like this spot for both players. Again, please drop a like and subscribe button. Both these plays get a screen, and as always, let's cash.